Thanks for coming to the marriage meeting today. I'll be counting on you to take care of my son Jack from now on. I quite like you.
Thank you very much.
Your face is just okay, but all a wife needs to do is produce healthy children. I'll generously approve this marriage.
Excuse me?
What's with that reaction? I just gave you a compliment. Many girls would be thrilled to have my approval so quickly.
I'm not sure that was a compliment.
The most important thing for a wife is to support her husband. I especially like that you understand that. You pass as a wife for our family.
I don't recall doing anything worth such praise. I don't really remember.
Didn't you say your family runs a small company, a tiny factory with just 30 employees or so? Compared to my company's size, it's like an ant, a completely insignificant business.
What?
My company employs over 200 people. We're a major player in our industry with connections to all the top corporations. Your family business probably operates out of a garage somewhere, doesn't it?
We may be smaller, but we're quite successful in our niche.
This kind of clear hierarchy is good. Husband above, wife below. That's how a proper marriage should be.
I believe partnerships work best when both people respect each other. Size isn't everything when it comes to a business or relationships.
Your family must be thrilled about marrying into our family. For a small business, having connections with a higher status company must be quite valuable. Oh, but don't come asking for financial help. I have a policy against lending money, even to family.
Don't worry, though small, our factory is financially stable, so that won't be necessary at all.
I hope so, but you're still just a small business. In these uncertain times, anything could happen, so make sure you convey my thoughts to your parents as well.
Oh, I understand. Well, I'll be going now. Thank you again for approving our marriage.
You're welcome. And remember, the wedding should reflect our family's status. I expect something grand, nothing cheap or embarrassing.
We'll keep that in mind. Goodbye.
I'm so sorry about my dad today. He kept bragging and belittling your family's business. You must have felt terrible. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. You jumped in to smooth things over. More importantly, did you see the screenshot I sent? The message from Richard was unbelievable.
I'm so embarrassed. He has no right to talk to you like that. My father has always been obsessed with status and appearances.
Richard was drinking at the marriage meeting. Is he the type who says these kinds of things when drunk?
Actually, no, he's the same when sober. My dad is always like this, always looking down on everyone around him.
How did you turn out so different from him? You're kind and thoughtful.
My mother's influence, I think, before she got overwhelmed by my father's personality and stopped standing up to him. She's become so quiet now.
I see. Well, at least he approved of our marriage. That's much better than being looked down on and having him oppose us.
Wait, you still want to marry me? Aren't you worried about our marriage because of my dad? Aren't you thinking about calling it off?
I'm not thinking that at all. Richard is quite rude, but you did your best to protect me from him. If anything, I feel more secure about marrying you now.
Really? Oh, but my dad will be in our lives. He'll probably continue saying these awful things.
And we'll handle it together. I'm not marrying your father, I'm marrying you. Besides, my father taught me to stand up for myself. I won't let your dad walk all over me.
Sarah, I promise I'll make you happy.
Thank you. Now that we've finished the formal introductions with both families, we need to prepare for the engagement ceremony. But before that, we should arrange for both families to meet together.
No, that's not necessary. Actually, my dad said we should just hurry up and have the wedding. He wants us to have an impressive ceremony that won't embarrass our family.
Did he really say won't embarrass our family? What does he think my family would do?
His exact words were, "Small businesses don't understand proper etiquette for these events. Better to skip ahead to a wedding I can control." I'm sorry, Sarah.
I should be angry, but honestly, I'm relieved. My parents might lose their temper if they had to sit through a full evening with him.
So what do you think? Should we just focus on the wedding like he wants?
Then let's put our all into the wedding preparations.
You got it. I'm gonna make you the happiest bride in the world.
And I'll make sure it's a wedding no one will forget.
Serves you right that it's canceled. That's what happens when the daughter of a subcontractor tries to marry my son. Divorce Jack immediately.
Why did you do this? Pouring beer on the bride at her wedding? And what do you mean divorce? You approved our marriage right away.
That was before I knew the truth. How dare you humiliate me like this?
Humiliate you? You're the one causing a scene at our wedding.
I didn't know you were from our subcontractor at that time. How dare you hide such an important fact?
I wasn't trying to hide anything. I had no idea our companies had that kind of connection.
Don't play innocent with me. This was clearly a calculated move to infiltrate my family.
That's ridiculous. I fell in love with Jack because of who he is, not because of your company.
Well, I suppose that makes sense. Your family's company is a subcontractor to a subcontractor of my company. We don't even deal directly. It's not surprising that the daughter of such a tiny company wouldn't know.
Is there a problem with my family running a subcontracting business? I told you during the marriage meeting that we run a small business. You approved the marriage then, so why are you opposing it now just because we're a subcontractor?
That's the whole problem, you fool! As expected from someone from a bottom-tier company.
Bottom tier?
Do you have any idea how this looks? My son marrying the daughter of a company that's essentially working for us? People will think I'm giving special treatment to your family's business.
No one thinks that way except you.
If you were just the daughter of a small business, that would have been fine. But having my son marry a subcontractor's daughter makes my company look like it's declining.
Really? Isn't that just your imagination?
How naive can you be? In business, perception is everything. My competitors will see this as weakness.
So this isn't even about Jack's happiness, it's about your company's image?
No, that's definitely how it looks. People will ridicule me, so the wedding is canceled right now. You need to leave my son immediately.
That's ridiculous.
I could have accepted the daughter of a small business in another industry because it would have made me look superior, but a subcontractor is different. Besides, I never liked your father. I definitely don't want his daughter marrying my son.
You had problems with my father?
Don't act like you don't know. Your father has been a thorn in my side for years.
I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. My father never mentioned any issues with your company.
Your company keeps demanding price increases over and over. You're just a small company that would go bankrupt without our work, yet your stingy CEO father is always making trouble. I remember him well.
How dare you? My father asked for fair compensation for quality work. There's nothing wrong with that.
Fair? He's bleeding us dry, always complaining about deadlines and quantities. Ungrateful.
If our work is so terrible, why do you keep using our company?
If I had known you were his daughter, I would have opposed this marriage from the start. This is what happens when you skip the formal family meeting and rush into a wedding. It's your own fault the ceremony is canceled today.
You're the one who said we didn't need a family meeting. You told us to hurry up with the wedding. Don't twist the facts.
I would never have said that if I'd known the truth. You tricked me.
We didn't trick anyone. You're just looking for excuses now.
Shut up. A poor person from a subcontractor has no right to talk back to me.
Poor person? How far are you going to insult me and my family? Is being a prime contractor really that impressive?
Of course it is. You people can't get work without me, the prime contractor. You poor people can't even make a living without me. We don't need someone like that in our family.
What did you just say?
I said you're beneath us. Your family business is probably one missed payment away from bankruptcy. I can't have my son tied to such a liability.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Our company is doing very well.
On my honor, I won't allow a marriage to a poor person. I'm also terminating our business with your company.
Are you in your right mind doing something like this?
This is business. I make decisions based on what's best for my company, not sentimentality. Your father should have thought about the consequences before letting you trick my son.
Jack wasn't tricked. He loves me for who I am.
Don't get cocky with me, subcontractor. You should be worried about how you'll survive without work from us. You'll probably have to close your company.
Actually, terminating our contract would be very welcome.
What did you say?
I said we'd welcome it. My father has been considering ending our relationship with your company for some time now.
That's absurd! No subcontractor would voluntarily walk away from guaranteed work!
We don't need such a terrible business partner, treating us like we're poor just because we're a subcontractor. I don't want anything to do with someone who insults me, my family, and our company.
I thought you'd be crying and begging, but what an attitude! Fine, I'll terminate our contract immediately as you wish. Don't come crying back later when you regret it!
I could say the same to you. We'll end our relationship with your middleman company and start taking work directly from the ordering company.
What?
You heard me. We're going straight to the source.
That's impossible! They don't work with small companies directly!
This way, our business won't lose any work. In fact, without you taking a cut, our revenue will increase. The ordering company will also save money, so it's a win-win. Everyone's happy now that we're no longer dealing with your company.
Hey, what do you mean by that? Your family's company is gonna take direct orders? A small company like yours can't possibly do that. To get work from major clients, you need connections.
Thank you for providing those connections. A wedding can be quite a business networking opportunity, can't it?
Ah!
Did you forget who you invited to this wedding? All your important business partners are here, including the CEO of Green Corporation.
What are you saying? You didn't!
Thanks to your insistence on a large wedding, not only did our relatives and friends come, but also your company's business partners. This allowed my father to connect with the CEO of the ordering company.
What did you say?
That's when they discovered your company's middleman scheme. We thought you were only subcontracting part of the work, but apparently you're passing almost all orders from the client to subcontractors. And charging them a premium for it while claiming the work is being done in-house. That's dishonest, Richard.
That's standard business practice. Everyone does it.
You're just taking orders and then sending everything to cheap subcontractors while taking a huge cut. Both my father and the ordering company were quite surprised by this, and they decided to discuss a direct contract after the wedding.
That can't be true. They're gonna skip over us and contract directly?
Why wouldn't they? You're not adding any value, just increasing costs and taking credit for other people's work.
But we manage the whole process! We coordinate multiple vendors!
I heard you have about $20 million in annual orders from Green Corporation. Losing all that would be a major blow, wouldn't it?
What? Are you planning to steal all our contracts?
Please stop using such barbaric terms like steal. Green Corp is saying they want to contract with us. If they can get the same quality for less money, of course they'll choose that option.
But Green accounts for a third of our revenue. Losing all that?
Conversely, our revenue will increase by several 100%. My father is thrilled. Now I'm going to change my dress and restart the ceremony. If you object, please leave. We don't need people who aren't here to celebrate the happiness of the bride and groom.
You can't do this to me! This is sabotage!
No, Richard, this is consequences. Please excuse me.
Please, just don't make a direct contract. I'll approve your marriage and reduce our cut. So please continue accepting work through us, otherwise my company will go under.
We don't need your approval. We're already legally married and the ceremony finished yesterday. Besides, I'm just a daughter with no authority to interfere in company matters.
You must have some influence with your father. Please, I'm begging you.
Yesterday, you called me poor and poured beer on my wedding dress. Today, you're begging for my help? Your pride doesn't run very deep, does it?
That's why I'm asking you to talk to your father as his daughter.
I refuse.
Is this revenge for what I said? I apologize if I offended you. I was just shocked, that's all. You can understand, can't you?
This isn't about revenge. It's about business decisions. My father makes those, not me.
What? How dare you refuse when I'm begging like this? Jack is supposed to take over my company someday. Are you saying you're fine with your husband's future company going under? That's fine, isn't it? I never planned to take over Dad's company anyway. Huh? Is that you, Jack? Yes, it's me. I'm here with Sarah. Jack, you can't mean that! This is your inheritance we're talking about! Your future! Just to be clear, I didn't decide this because of what happened yesterday. I decided long ago that I wouldn't take over the family business, so I don't care if it goes bankrupt. When did you decide this? Why didn't you tell me? I've tried to tell you many times over the years. You never listened. How can you not want to take over my company? It's a good-sized business. Don't you want to be CEO? The title of CEO sounds cool, and I do admire it. But I absolutely don't want to be the kind of CEO you are. Someone who looks down on employees and subcontractors, treating people like tools. I've always hated both you and the company. What did you say? I've watched how you treat people for years, the contempt you show anyone you consider beneath you, the way you take credit for other people's work. I don't want any part of it. But I built this company for you! Everything I've done has been for your future! No, you built it for yourself and your ego. You never once asked what I wanted. Besides, I plan to take over Sarah's family business, which is why I agreed to take their family name. I will never take over your company. What did you just say? My son is taking his wife's name? Yeah, I've been keeping quiet about it, but I took Sarah's family name. Someday I plan to take over her father's factory. That's what she and her father want. You can't be serious! No son of mine would take his wife's name! What about our family legacy? I'm serious. I've already filed the paperwork. Are you an idiot? How dare you take your wife's name without your father's permission? You wouldn't have given permission anyway. How I live my life is up to me. What did you say? I'm not a child anymore. I make my own decisions about my life and my future. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me? A father should wish for his son's happiness. It's obviously better to inherit a company with increasing revenue than a declining one. What will happen to my company? You're my only son! You've been bragging about having a big company with lots of employees. Surely there's someone who wants to be CEO. Anyway, I've been disappointed in you in many ways, so please stay out of our lives from now on. You can't mean that! We're family! You should have thought about that before you ruined our wedding day. Goodbye, Dad. Hey, Come do my housework immediately! Even if my son took your name, you're still a daughter-in-law! A daughter-in-law has an obligation to take care of her father-in-law!
Richard, why are you messaging me out of nowhere after months of silence?
It's your duty! I'm family whether you like it or not!
Richard, I heard your wife gave you divorce papers right after all this happened. She said she didn't need a husband who was abandoned by both his son and his business partners. I actually admire that you can still have this attitude even after all that.
My wife is being ridiculous. She'll come crawling back once the company recovers. Everyone's being so dramatic.
Has your company been recovering? Last I heard, you'd lost several major contracts.
That's temporary. We're in negotiations with no clients right now.
Shut up! Just get over here! Housework is women's work. Even though revenue has decreased, I still have clients and work. I'm busy with work, so support me as a daughter-in-law. I refuse.
What did you say?
I said I refuse. I have no obligation to you, especially after how you've treated me and Jack.
This is outrageous! Your behavior is completely disrespectful! Don't you know your place in the family hierarchy?
As a wife, I want to support Jack more than anyone. He joined my family's company right after our marriage and is working hard to learn the business. I'm busy supporting him.
Supporting him in what? Working at that tiny factory? He could be running my company instead of being some low-level employee at your father's place.
Jack is learning every aspect of the business from the ground up. He's respected by everyone there and is genuinely happy with his work.
I'm busier than that idiot son. Even if your revenue has increased somewhat, my company is still superior. We have more revenue and employees.
Size isn't everything, Richard. Stability, growth potential, employee satisfaction. These matter too.
If you serve me now, I might leave you a decent inheritance. It would be wiser for you to quietly listen to your father-in-law, the CEO of a large company.
We don't want or need your inheritance.
Please stop with such crude bait. My daughter isn't so base as to be motivated by such things. Huh? It's been a while. I'm Thompson, Sarah's father and the former subcontractor. Good to see you're well, Richard. You? What do you want? I was having dinner with my daughter and son-in-law when your messages started coming through. I thought I should join the conversation. You traitor! How dare you show your face after betraying me, you ungrateful bottom-feeder company! Betrayed you? I simply made a business decision that was best for my company, just as you've always done. You know exactly what you did! You stole my biggest client! Excuse me, aren't you the ungrateful one? We endured your unreasonable deadlines and order quantities countless times, but no matter how many times we discussed it, you wouldn't agree to price increases. You were the worst company among all our clients. Price increases? In this economy? You were already overcharging us. We were charging fair market rates for quality work while you were marking up our services by 300% to your clients, who was really overcharging. How dare you! You were just a small company that couldn't survive without orders from me, but now you're getting cocky because you got a direct contract. We had plenty of other clients besides you. Your orders were actually the least profitable for us because of your constant demands and low margins. Lies! My company was your lifeline! As both a father with children and as a business owner, this is all very disappointing. I'm glad we decided to terminate our business relationship. We've also decided never to accept work from you again. Huh. I don't want to give work to someone like you either. There are plenty of subcontractors out there. I'll find another convenient, cheap company to take a cut from. I'll quickly recover the lost revenue. Is that what you've been trying to do these past few months? How's that working out for you? Well, in negotiations, these things take time. I wonder about that. Losing revenue is very painful for a company, but losing trust and credibility is even more devastating. Would any client want to work with you knowing they could be overcharged? What do you mean by that? Word travels fast in our industry. Your business practices have become common knowledge. Other subcontractors now warn potential clients about your markup scheme. That's slander! You're ruining my reputation! I'm saying you should look around more calmly. Abandoned by your son, your wife, and your business partners? How do you think your clients, employees, and everyone else views this situation? As a business owner, you should think carefully about how this looks. How dare a small-time company try to lecture me? Small time? My company's revenue has doubled since we started working directly with Green Corp. We've hired 50 new employees and are expanding our facilities. Meanwhile, I hear your company has downsized significantly. Temporary setbacks. We'll bounce back stronger than ever. Calling kind advice a lecture? Your company really might be finished. What did you say? I have nothing more to say. Please never involve yourself with my daughter and her husband, or with us ever again. That's all I wanted to convey. Ha! I've never felt so insulted. You're the ones I never want to deal with again. Just wait and see. I'll make you regret cutting me off. Goodbye, Richard. I truly wish you the best of luck. You're going to need it.
Later, it was Richard who came to regret not listening to my father's advice. With the dramatic drop in revenue, employees began resigning one after another. Even when Richard repeatedly tried to stop them, they all said, "You've been treating us like tools all this time. Now you're just being convenient." And none of them came back. Gradually, clients discovered the outrageous markup scheme and corner-cutting practices, and they started dropping away one by one. The revenue continued to plummet, eventually pushing the company to the brink of bankruptcy. But even now, he's still going around saying, "Those who betrayed me will definitely regret it later," which is only driving more people away.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.